Imagine two people get arrested for the exact same low-level charge on the exact same night. Same judge, same courtroom. Same bail amount, one goes home in an hour. Because they can afford it, the other goes to jail. Because they can't. Not because they're dangerous. Not because they've been convicted. Because they don't have cash. In America, freedom before trial can come down to something as simple as a receipt. Cash bail is sold as a safety tool, a way to make sure people return to court. But in practice, it often works like a ransom system for the poor one that pressures innocent people to plead guilty, destabilizes families, and quietly feeds the jail economy. Tonight on Shadow States, we're going inside the machine, how cash bail works, who it punishes, who profits, and what it does to innocent until proven guilty when you're broke. People hear jail and picture punishment. But jail in America is often not punishment. It's waiting for a hearing. Waiting for a public defender with 100 other cases. Waiting for a court date that moves because the system is overloaded. And here's the part they don't say out loud. Pretrial detention is a punishment, whether the law calls it that or not. You can lose your job in a week. Lose your apartment in a month. Miss childcare pickup in one afternoon and trigger a domino chain you never recover from. All before a jury hears a single fact. Cash bail is supposed to do one thing. Get you back to court. The court sets a dollar amount. If you pay it, you go home. If you can't, you sit in jail until trial. Or until you give up and take a deal. And if the number is high, you might call a bail bonds company. You pay them a non-refundable fee, often around 10%, so they post the full bond. Meaning, even if your case gets dismissed, even if you're found not guilty, that fee is gone. So the system creates two tracks. Cash track, you get to fight your case from home. No cash track, you fight your case from a cage, same charge, different outcome. Now let's talk about the psychological trap. If you're detained pre-trial, every day costs you something. Work, rent, custody, sanity. So when the prosecutor offers a plea deal, time served, go home today, that offer can feel less like justice and more like oxygen, even if you didn't do it. Even if the evidence is weak, even if the charge is inflated. Cash bail doesn't just decide who waits at home. It can decide who admits guilt just to stop the bleeding. And that's how a system can manufacture convictions without ever proving the case in open court. And if you're wondering why this system survives even when it clearly fails, people follow the money. Because incarceration isn't just policy. It's an industry. Jails are expensive. Court systems are expensive. And cash bail becomes a kind of financial glue holding a messy machine together. Counties collect fees. People pay to call their families from jail. People pay for commissary basics. People pay bondsmen who keep the cut no matter what happens in court. So when we say the cost of justice, sometimes we mean it literally. And the bill doesn't go to the people most able to pay. It goes to the people living paycheck to paycheck, people who can't absorb one surprise expense, let alone a bail amount. Cash bail hits hardest where life is already fragile. If you have savings, you can post bail, keep your job, and show up to court wearing a clean shirt and a calm face. If you're poor, pretrial detention can make you look guilty before anyone proves anything. You show up tired, you miss meetings. You can't help your lawyer, you can't gather documents. You can't stabilize your life. And that gap, the home advantage, isn't about innocence. It's about resources. The system says equal under law. Cash bail says equal after you pay. And when you cage people early, you don't just risk wrongful convictions, you destroy lives in advance. We broke that down in Innocent but Imprisoned. Tap it if you want the deeper cut. So what fixes this? Some places are testing alternatives. Court date reminders by text, supervised release programs, and hearings that focus on real risk, not your bank balance. The point is not set everyone free. The point is detain people because they are truly dangerous or truly likely to flee never because they re-pour. And if a judge believes someone should be detained for safety, say it plainly, prove it in a hearing, and own the decision. Don't hide behind a dollar amount like it's moral math, because cash bail doesn't measure danger. It measures cash. Cash bail is one of the cleanest examples of America's justice problem, a system that talks like law and moves like a market. If you're rich, you buy time. If you're poor, time buys you. This is Shadow States. If you want more noir investigations into the machinery, hit subscribe and keep your eyes open. If you want the profit motive behind the cages, watch The Billion-Dollar Business of Caging Humans. And if you want what this system does to people who never should, they've been inside it all. Go next to Innocent but Imprisoned. I'll see you there.